I think it helped the team a lot. Having a week break mid-season is huge. Yeah, we were joking just because we're all leaving for like 7 days. We're like, see you guys, like see you soon. Like where I'm like, it's not like an off season, like it's literally a week, but it feels so long just because we've been together since January. That's 6 months just in the grind. So coming off of a week break is actually a long time for us, and I think it's huge. There's a huge mental reset for us, and that's also big going into the second half of the season. That's very important. Obviously, Challenge Cup game. We're very close to semifinal, and then 1 point away from playoffs. So we all know that this is going to be a huge stretch for us, and I think that got us mentally and physically prepared.
Questions?
We have one on Zoom. John, do you want to go ahead?
Actually, yes. I wanted to just talk about what you're doing on Saturday, Jaelin, that event that you're hosting in Louisville. Just talk about how special that is for you, how meaningful that'll be.
Down Syndrome of Louisville, we've been partnered with all year. It's a very special organization. It's very close to my heart. One of our family friends has Down syndrome, and he's been an amazing part of our life. And so, like I said, it's very close to my heart. And so it's an honor and a privilege to be able to work with them. And, we just want this dance to be a great time for everybody and for the participants to come and have a good time and meet players, meet the staff. And, we're going to have a 360 camera. We're going to have food. We're going to have dancing and DJ. So it's going to be super fun. And I'm so excited for them. And, I think it's just a great opportunity to show that, racing really cares about our community, and that's what we're about. That's what we want to continue to be. It's not only for people with Down syndrome, it's also people with any disability. So I think it just opens up to the whole community. And it's awesome because everything was basically donated, which is huge. And shout out to our community, because that's just amazing. And it just shows how much everybody cares to support one another, and we just want to continue to do that. And I'm so excited.
Jaelin, is there anything else that you guys need that fans can bring tomorrow night?
Yeah, so we're still taking donations. DSL, anything school related, school supplies, markers, pencils, paper, construction paper. It's all huge. Coloring is a huge thing for them, and they're really busy in the summertime. So any donations like that. If there's anything else dance wise that people want to donate, that's great too. We're pretty set on that, but there will also be live Instagram posts and stuff going on during the dance that you can donate money towards. So there will be a page on DSL where you can go and donate actual money to. It'll be super fun. I would definitely tune in, because when we go live, it'll be fun things like if we get to $100, like Katie and Jaelin will have a dance off, like stuff like that, and it'll go on live Instagram, and so it'll be really fun like that. So make sure to follow along, and it'll be a cool way to donate and to help DSL.
How did the idea come about for a dance? I mean, you can do a lot of different events. It's a fundraising effort, but why a dance?
Yeah, I think a dance is just a fun way to get the whole community involved. Like I said, like the food was donated, 360 camera, the DJ, everybody. It was everybody came from different parts of the community, so I think it got the whole community involved. And it's just a fun way for everybody to interact and meet each other. And I think open up and show different personalities in ways that you wouldn't be able to before. And we also have our camp coming up in September, where you have an opportunity to come and play with the players and have fun in that way. But I think a dance is just an overall really great way just to let loose and have fun and get the community involved.
For you guys before the break, you got that regular season win, and we always ask you about momentum or something going into a break. Do you feel that when you come back, when you're coming off a big win like that?
Yeah, that was huge. And we knew that game was big going into the break, because we did not want to lose a game or draw a game going into the break. We wanted to get those 3 points, and we knew that if we did, we'd be close to the playoff line. And so like you said, gaining that momentum coming into the home stretch of the season is huge for us, and just to show everybody that we're right there, and we're going to continue to work, and we're going to continue to adjust things, but we're on the right track, and I think it shows. And obviously these Challenge Cup games are going to be another way for us to continue to prepare for that Angel City game coming up.
And you had a big game, that game as well. This season, it feels like you've kind of taken more ownership of that 6th spot. Now that you have Ari and Savannah gone for a bit, do you try to take even more ownership of that role? Or I guess how difficult is that?
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously Ari and Sav and I have a great relationship in that midfield, and it's really starting to come together and flow. And offensively, defensively, we kind of are able to read each other's minds. But I have all the confidence in the world, and you know, our other midfielders and Jordy and Kayla, and I think they're doing an amazing job. And so for me, it's just continuing to do what I've been doing all season. You know, having our back line intact is still huge, and I think everybody just leaning on each other, trusting each other that we're going to do each other's work hard for each other and do their jobs. And yeah, I think just continuing to do the same thing I always have, and because I trust the other girls in the midfield with me.
If you had to describe someone who doesn't understand what Lauren has done and kind of transitioning to a new position, from your perspective, how have you seen her really take that and thrive with it as a right back?
Yeah, I mean, I think she's been so underrated this season, especially the past couple months. It's super difficult coming from the midfield, and like she said, she was playing all over, but coming from a completely new position to right back and doing it on the fly kind of, and she's done such a great job at it. And it's not even one side of the ball, it's both sides of the ball. She's really been an influence. So that's credit to her, and that just shows how hard she works and how she studies film and how she tries to get better every day. And you know, that's what this team wants to embody, and so I think she shows that. And it's incredible what she's able to do this season, and super proud of her.
If I'm not mistaken, in the past, Racing has only, in the past 2 years prior to this one, Racing's only won one Challenge Cup game, I believe.
So, yes.
And then this year, you've won all 3, and you're the only team that has won every single one of your Challenge Cup games so far. What does that say about the progress the team has made, and what does that mean to the team to be so dominant in this tournament?
Yeah, I think from the beginning we said either regular season or Challenge Cup, we got to learn how to win, and we just want to piggyback off, you know, season to Challenge Cup to season, and we know that each game can help the next. And so for us going into Challenge Cup, we had a mentality of we're going to win every game. We're not, you know, here just to kind of coast through it and focus on regular season. We want to win both Challenge Cup and regular season. So I think that's credit to the club and the staff and preparing us for every game in that sense, mentality wise, of we want to win these games. And I think that's huge for us as a club and a team, and just knowing how to win. And, you know, we had talked about that in the beginning of the year. So I think it's continuing to learn the nuances of, you know, a fairly new club, new team, and continuing to push for those wins, and obviously transferring over into regular season. We're going to continue to push for that too after winning Challenge Cup games.
And you said about the piggybacking, you know, from the Challenge Cup games to the regular season and back and forth. How has having the Challenge Cup integrated into the season helped you keep that momentum and have so far, you know, the best season Racing has ever had to this point? Yeah,
I think, you know, a 3-week game is pretty hard, especially if it's Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. So in that sense, it's difficult having Challenge Cup games in the middle of the season, but at the same time, you know, if you draw or lose on a Sunday or Saturday, Wednesday's coming right up. It's the next opportunity. It's a short turnaround for us to get mentally prepared to play again. And so, and then, you know, if we win on a Challenge Cup game middle of the week, it builds momentum for that Saturday game. And that's kind of what we say before each Challenge Cup game is it's kind of preparing us for that next regular season game coming up in the weekend. So I think that's helped a lot in just gaining momentum and helping our team understand how to finish out games, win games, and compete. And you know, I think Challenge Cup would be huge for this club and team to win, and I think we know that, and I think we have all the capability of doing it, and so that's why we're pushing so hard.
By the time the season is over, you will have played Chicago, Kansas City, and Houston all 4 times. Does that pose any kind of particular challenge?
Yeah, of course. Kind of like Lo said, every team in the NWSL is good on any given day, and so every game you have to mentally prepare for that. And when you play a quality team 4 times, and especially teams that are getting better throughout the season, like a Chicago team, you know that you have to come in every game with the right mentality, and you can't turn off. And so I think it's more of a mental battle than anything, knowing that, okay, we've played this team 3 times, we got to play them a 4th, and we kind of know each other's style of play. We've been through it, but I think it's just more of a mental battle than anything.
It's a bit of a different question, but you know so many players on the U.S. national team and have a lot of experience with them. Is there anything you're looking forward to about seeing that group in action for the first time tomorrow night?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be as amazing as always. And like you said, I have a lot of really good friends on that team, and I'm just so excited to watch them live out their dreams. Man, they deserve it, and they've done an amazing job preparing and working hard for that World Cup. You know, being in and out of camps, I've seen it, and I've seen how they prepared, and you know, my best friends on and off the field and what they've worked for. So I'm just incredibly proud of them, and I can't wait to watch them go out and kill it. And I'm just excited to see them play at that level and show the world what they can do.
Questions for Jay? All right.